myself. I'm totally lost.
The worker bee stings his victim with his behind. The stinger has barbed hooks that allow it to anchor inside the victim's flesh. The bee then pumps the venom from its poison gland. After stinging, the bee is held back by its barbed hooks. Struggling to release itself, part of the bee's abdomen gets pulled out. Left behind are the stinger and the muscles controlling the venom gland. These muscles continue to work autonomously to pump venom into the skin. An alarm pheromone is also released to mark the victim, so that more bees can come and attack.
Please someone to save me. I can't find myself. I'm totally lost.
Venom glands of these lizards are in the lower jaw. You can see where the jaw looks fat. Those are the venom glands. And the venom glands are just a spongy kind of glandular tissue. They don't have a muscle surrounding them or any muscle surrounding them like snake venom glands do. And they introduce their venom into whatever it is they're biting just by the chewing mechanism. And you can see how he kind of makes this almost mechanical type chew. Here he goes again. And when he does that, that's what pushes the venom out of the gland and up into the tooth. And the rear teeth, or the lower teeth in the jaw are grooved. So the venom slides along the groove in those teeth through capillary action into whatever it's biting. And I'm just kind of rubbing the lizard to make him a little bit more upset so that he continues to bite.
Hopefully when this guy bites, he will start to chew on that spongy thing. That will stimulate the gums, and then the venom will actually come from the bottom through grooves in the teeth.
Put it in there a little further if you can. Yeah. He's like, no.
Now this is a venom that is not fatal to humans, but it would be very, very painful. Their venom has actually been used to create an insulin substitute for people with diabetes. That is now being made synthetically, so the venom isn't being used for that anymore, but there is still a lot of potential...
Kat, you should really be the one talking about these guys.
Potential properties kind of within the venom that has been used for research.
Can you...
Death Stalker is one of the most dangerous scorpions on the planet. It's so dangerous, also happens to be the most expensive liquid in the world. It isn't enough to kill a healthy human, but I think it hurts.
I'd easily put it being 100 times more painful than a bee sting, but because pain is a subjective and emotional experience, it's difficult to really get a quantification on that. But it's definitely going to ruin your day.
That's Venom Teeth Trim, one of the few people brave enough to deal with these animals. That's because inside that deadly venom, there's actually tons of useful components that are helping pioneer breakthrough medicines.
The name Laurus quinquestriatus roughly translates to five-striped smooth-tail. Other species of the genus Laurus are often referred to as death stalkers as well. The death stalker is straw yellow in color and can grow 3.5 to 4.5 inches, 9 to 11.5 centimeters in length. It is of a slight build compared to other scorpions, with a long thin tail and slender petty palps. A dark segment on the tail is sometimes faint or even missing, which can complicate identification. Most scorpions have a lifespan of 2 to 6 years. Death stalker scorpions are very small, often tan or reddish colored with small weak pincers. The stinger tip and pincer tips can be darker, almost black colored. Females are larger than males to accommodate reproductive tasks. Death stalker scorpions can be found, if one is foolhardy enough to look for one, in dry desert areas and dry scrublands in northern Africa and the Middle East. It prefers a dry climate and makes its home in natural burrows or under stones.
Ten deaths can be prevented by giving first aid at the right time.
There may be a lot of pain and numbness with scorpion sting. Remove all tight clothing and jewelry near the area before the area swells up. Wash with soap and water thoroughly. Wrap ice pack in a napkin and apply on the area. You may give paracetamol in the prescribed dose or even ibuprofen in the prescribed dose, but only after checking with the doctor. Do not give ibuprofen to infants below 6 months of age. Do not cut the area with a knife or do not attempt to suck the blood from the area. If the child is looking very sick, is vomiting a lot, is sweating a lot, is having cold hands and feet, is breathless, is salivating a lot, is excessively drowsy, or has a seizure, please go to the hospital immediately.
Australia, there's a species of spider that has taken web construction a stage further still. It builds not just in 2 dimensions, but 3. It regularly takes up residence in people's backyards and on their verandas. There's one under this plant holder. It's the notorious and very venomous redback. And what's brought it here is the extraordinary way in which it uses silk and constructs this very elaborate web. It's not just wide, it's deep. To make it, she needs 2 flat surfaces, one beneath the other. And that's what she's found under plant hunger.
Humans too must be careful. The spider won't seek out people to sting, but should a hand stray into her web by accident, a trip to the emergency room may be in order, as the venom acts directly on the nerves. It does not hunt its prey, but instead waits for a tasty morsel to wander by and become entangled in its web. Once the prey, usually a walking insect, becomes enmeshed in the redback's web, it's wrapped in silk. When it's time to eat, the spider bites down on its intended victim, injecting its neurotoxic venom. The venom paralyzes the insect, and digestive enzymes begin to dissolve the prey's insides. Females can live up to 3 years, males only for about 6 months. When it comes to mating, males must approach cautiously, lest the object of their affections mistake them for a snack.
With a redback spider bite, firstly take care to reassure them. Next, apply a cold compress to the bite site for periods of up to 20 minutes. If the casualty is a pregnant woman, under 8 years of age, or otherwise shows any signs of deterioration or an allergic reaction, call 000 for an ambulance. Though the bite site is likely to remain red and itchy for a few days, the casualty should seek medical attention if their symptoms get worse instead of better.
Stung by a bullet ant. I mean, I got annihilated. I am still in excruciating pain right now, but here at our lodge, we saw something that we did. Clearly, that's what the bullet ant looked like from yesterday. That is just over 24 hours. You can see just how swollen my arm is from yesterday, and it's hot and tight. It's almost like swelling up like a hot dog about to explode. But
oh, it's stuck in my arm! It's stuck in my arm!
you're right.
Okay.
Is it getting better or worse?
No, it's worse. It's coming in way.
You need some water? You're like getting flushed.
I'm gonna try to stay composed. We're gonna have to cut the scene pretty quickly. I'm in a lot of pain right now. Okay, at the moment, I'm experiencing hot, radiating waves of pain. It feels as if someone has stabbed me with a hot poker, and I can actually feel the venom. It's throbbing. It's very similar to the bite of the Gila monster. When I was bitten by the Gila monster, it was intense pain, and then it would reside, and then it would return with a vengeance. This is... At this point, the tarantula hawk was already done hurting. This is getting worse. This is getting worse. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take this for 24 hours. It pumped me full of venom. This is gonna be bad. It's painful right in that region. It's red, it is swollen.
The Brazilian wandering spider is an interesting exception. It has the largest venom glands of any spider, as long as your fingernail, and holds enough venom to kill a child. Around 3,000 people a year in Brazil get bitten by the wandering spider, and it can be fatal. And there's one very bizarre side effect from its venom. which you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy. Stating neurotoxin, designed to attack the central nervous system. Neurotoxins can work in two ways. They can block the nerve impulses so the prey is paralyzed and respiration shuts down. Or, like this spider's venom, they can overload the nervous system so that it collapses, causing massive seizures, blood vessels bursting in the brain. Every muscle in the body contracts at once. At the same time, it floods the bloodstream with huge amounts of a chemical called nitric oxide, one of the body's key sexual messengers. This stimulates blood flow to the penis and causes an agonizing erection. It can permanently damage the muscles at the base of the penis. If the victim lives, he'll be rendered impotent.